by investing in myself through time, through energy, through health, through money, through all different areas, absolutely has increased my health, happiness, knowledge, abundance, money. Of course it has. What are the best investments that I have made? So I feel like the reason why I have to cover business, personal, and kind of manifestation is because there are so many different answers to this, for varying different reasons, but also they all kind of tie into each other as well. So I think it will make sense when I kind of go through each section why they all complement each other and why equally and collectively these have all really, really impacted my life in such positive ways and are the best investments that I have ever made. So let me take you back to, I want to say 2020, but I feel like it was even before then. I feel like this is even before then. I mean, I've been running this business for nearly 10 years now, can you believe? So obviously, in the early days, that kind of investment in myself was very much reading books, self-development, extending my knowledge and awareness around the law of attraction, spirituality, and spiritual concepts. So I always say books have always been my biggest investment. Like, I do like courses and I do courses, but I mainly do them more for certification and qualification rather than I do some just for fun and just because I really like the sound of it or I want to develop a particular skill or knowledge in that area. But a lot of the time I will do them for the business to obviously train in things like Reiki, EFT, crystal healing, sound healing, IEMT, EMDR, like so many different things that I have done over the years to learn it for myself, first of all, to help myself, but then also eventually to bring into the business if I feel that I wanted to go down that path. But if anybody's been to my in-person workshops or, any of the containers that I do, there are so many different elements that I bring into the practical work. And I feel like having those tools just gives me so much more. Yeah, it enables me to do so much more in my sessions and in workshops and with you guys at retreats, because it's one thing me just sitting there and saying how to manifest, but equally, I want to help you break through the very things that are stopping you from manifesting. So for me, self-development courses in terms of trainings have been really, really pivotal for me over the years to understand spirituality more, understand myself more, help heal myself, but then be able to bring that into my work eventually in, big ways or sometimes subtle ways. I really feel that knowledge has served me so greatly. But back in 2016, when I did spiritually awaken, there was very much a kind of narrative in the self-help and coaching sphere around investing in yourself. And it would always give me the ick. I'm really not going to lie. Me and my friends would always sit there being like, ugh. Every time a coach would be like, know your worth, invest in yourself, buy my coaching mastermind, buy my coaching course. You should know your worth. And it just repulsed me in every ounce of my soul, unless I generally aligned with that teacher or that course or that book, whatever. It would just really give me the ick. And I was like, I never want to be like that as a coach or a teacher or an author, because I want people to sign up to my stuff because it feels good, because it feels in alignment. And I just knew that my offerings and my work was not for that same demographic of coaches or whatever. It was for everyday people who were awakening and finding the law of attraction. So my kind of demographic and market was hugely different to what these people were teaching. So there's always been, since I've been aware of self-help, coaching, spirituality, this kind of narrative of invest in yourself. If you're not investing in yourself, that's why you're not seeing results. You need to spend money to make money. And whilst, sat here now nearly 9 years later, I do agree with some of those things that they were saying. I think the messaging and the deliverance made it feel icky. So I do witness and see that how by investing in myself through time, through energy, through health, through money, through all different areas, absolutely has increased my health, happiness, knowledge, abundance, money. Of course it has. So I definitely witnessed that, yes, we do have to invest in ourselves to some degree, but I sit with it must feel in alignment. It must feel good to you, and it must feel good to your nervous system. Because if you are dysregulating yourself, stressing yourself out, and thinking, oh my God, there's this 5-6 figure mastermind, I don't have the money to do it, but I'm being told I have to invest in myself, and it's filling you with fear, and then you buy that by some miracle, and then maybe you get yourself into debt around it, and then you're feeling like, how am I going to pay this off? And you're waking up feeling anxious, and you're not even able to enjoy the course or the mastermind or whatever it is because you're so stressed with the decision you've made. that's not in alignment. And I really feel like the secret to my success with this, from a personal and business standpoint, has been investing in things and meeting myself where I'm at. So if I haven't put myself into debt with anything, and I feel like if I haven't got the money to do that, it's not in alignment here and now. That's not to say I wouldn't do that, but it hasn't felt in alignment. So I would always make sure that I had the money for those things and that it felt expansive, joyful, aligned, that I connected with the teacher or the person, and that it was like a hell yes. And that's how I know I've never made a bad investment. There's not any courses, books, like teachings or anything that I've done over the years where I've thought that was a load of shit or that was a waste of money. And I know so many people who have come to me and said those things, friends, peers, clients, who were like, oh yeah, so and so did that person's course and yeah, it was just a load of waffle. They didn't really get anything from it. And I think hearing those things has made me so much more aware of who I'm investing in, but also, and I see the tricks, I see the scams out there, right? So I'm kind of more diligent with it. Of course I would be. But for me, I really think, well, actually, everything I have invested in has been that sole yes. So I've learned something along that process, even if it was maybe different to what I thought I would learn. Maybe it's exactly what I needed.